What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hope we're all doing really well. Now, before we jump into the gameplay refresh update, so the latest patch, the mid-season patch that they say is going to change everything. We've had it for a little over 24 hours now, so I can categorically say that the tactics that I'm using and the way I have this set up are working at this point in time because I've been using it for the last 24 hours. However, before we do proceed, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. It would be amazing if you could hit that subscribe button. And yeah, that's all I want to say for now. So anyway, as you can see, we've got a 4-4-2, and we've got the 4-4-2 that you see in front of you with these players. Now, we did the Evo, we did Dillit the other day, finished them off purely because if you followed me last year, you'll know that I like to build like an end game Manchester United team with players that I don't think will get a team of the week or a team of the season card. So he was my perfect opportunity. We're also Evo in eight Nari at the minute as well. He can go to an 89, and that's a pretty nice card. If you didn't do him, unlucky, but he's a really nice card. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into this 4-4-2. Like I said, I've been using it for over 24 hours now. And I'm just going to run you quickly through it before we jump into the gameplay. So it's a 4-4-2 flat, short passing. Uh, the way they've changed the patch is they've nerfed a lot of stuff and they've buffed a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to break it down and bore everybody with the ins and outs of everything because it's all on their websites, but just briefly, they've nerfed defender speed, which means a defender can't really catch up with you now. Whilst that is true, we've still got some super quick defenders, but that is a good one. The near post shots they've dealt with as well, so there's no longer those cross shots, if you like. If you remember those cross shots we used to have, they've improved passing and improved attacking AI, improved anticipate plus, and improved the gameplay fluidity as well. So, with saying that, this is perfect for what they've done. The short passing because they've fixed the passing, the aggression because you no longer have to worry about a defender catching up with your striker. So, I mean, personally, because I have super quick defenders, I'm happy to play at the 91 aggression, but I would anywhere between 70 and 91, so anywhere between high and aggressive is perfect at this point in time. So that is personal preference. Um, Let me drop in the gameplay. I'll explain everything as I'm playing the game, as we're doing the gameplay clips, the highlights, the goals, the passing, all bits and bobs, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how I have the player roles set up. So then, yeah, you can copy it, you can copy the code, and see how you get on with it. I can't say that it's fixed or it's amazing or they've made some amazing changes, but the changes they have made so far are having a positive effect on my gameplay. And what I mean by that is that I try to use players with the correct play styles in the correct position. Now I'm starting to benefit from that because like things like Anticipate Plus, um, the improved passing, so better passes are now usable more than before. You can. We know that they nerfed finesse shots and trivela shots ages ago, but now with the added fluidity, it's a lot better, especially the R1 dribbling. So if you guys are familiar with the L2 R2 dribbling, you also have the agile dribbling, which is done with the R1 button. So if you hold the R1 button down, sorry, I don't know what it is on Xbox. If you hold the R1 button down, you immediately drop into like agile dribbling, like in previous versions of this game, and it is a lot smoother now to transition from that. So in tight situations, before it would take a second or two to kind of that player to drop into that agile moment or that that agile setup. But now it's like instant. So what I'm finding is very tight spaces. I'm able to control the ball much better and a lot better than I did before. So for me, passing, especially those crossfield passes, from left to right and right to left, from like left back to right wing, for example, and right back to left wing, for example. Those type of crosses is what I'm talking about. They're a lot more accurate now. But like I say, the biggest improvement for me is the agile dribbling. So I've never been one of these players that can just do the L2, R2, drop into that dribble, and you know, I've always been tackled when I've done it. But this time, it feels like something has changed with that, and that benefits my personal gameplay. Now, as you can see in front of you, we we've had the patch now for 24 hours. And what I found, especially in my rivals, for example, is every game I played, I went to 1, 2, 3 goals up, and they quit on me. So this was effectively making people quit because I'm now getting the added benefits of the subtle little changes that EA have made. So, but again, it's too soon for me to sit there and say, oh, everything is perfect, because far from it. But they're saying, or EA are saying, that it's like the biggest changes ever. You can definitely feel the changes, and you can start to feel that formations and tactics and player roles are coming into their own, which is what you want. So yeah, it kind of defeats the object having a player that can play in a world class position, and you put them in that world class position, and you get no benefit from that. But now I feel like you are getting a benefit from that, which is pretty nice. So again, we've got all weekend to try it with more people on the servers, especially with Team of the Year tonight. So Team of the Year is going to make the servers go absolutely bonkers. So yeah, it's so far so good, I think, in my opinion. But again, the gameplay in the background was all this 442 set up, exactly how I've shown you it's set up. I'm going to show you how it's set up properly as well at the end of the video. But yeah, I mean, it felt fun, and that's what I wanted from it. It felt fun again. It just felt good. It felt good. I can't lie. Things like this now, for example, um, the subtle little changes they made make a difference to things like this. So this free kick here, for example, a bit more curve on the ball, better shooting. Yes, we know they've nerfed shooting, but the free kicks, yeah, you get that positive vibe from things like that. The pressing as well is pretty solid. And the AI defending, I haven't really noticed much with the AI defending yet. Haven't really noticed much in terms of the centre backs catching up with the strikers, because I very rarely get caught in that position. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like, later on in the weekend. But so far, the 4-4-2 is definitely the way to go at the minute. A lot of people are dropping back to the 4-4-2. A lot of people do a reset very similar to me, where they just, oh, we've got a new patch, we'll go back to the beginning, we'll do the 4-4-2, we'll go to the 4-3-3, to the formations they know that work. And the 4-4-2 has been there right from the very start. With the subtle changes we can make to this 4-4-2, you can make it your own, especially with the players that you have. And yeah, I'm not saying everybody's going to quit on you like they did me, but I spent a good, solid time playing this game for only people to quit. And here I was making some changes at half time, as I always do, and boom, lost a connection, another quitter. So let's jump into how I've got this set up. So again, this is purely because we have the new update, we have the mid-season refresh. There's a reason we're doing this. So left back and right back, full back, defender, both of them on defend, that's a given. How I have mine set up is I use the strengths and weaknesses of the players that I have. So, for example, I use Roberto on the wing because he's super fast, nice left foot, so he's on wing and balanced. My two midfield players, they are box-to-box players. You can see they've got the plus mark next to the name of the player roles. So they just bomb up and down. If you've watched the gameplay, you will see I'm never, ever without a midfield player. They are always there where I need them. So again, playing to their strengths. My right mid, I've said this before, I use Elise, and I use Elise on an inside forward because he has amazing dribbling and an insane left foot. So I want him to cut in on the inside. I want him to cut in where Drogba's sitting and ping that cross in or ping that shot in. So that's why I have him set like that. And then, the two strikers, obviously Drogba works better as a target forward. So again, use your bigger guy as a target forward and as a false nine. And then your more smaller guy, your more faster or agile guy, woman, whatever, I have mine on poach and attack. And it looks something like that when you're in attack. So it looks like a 4-2-2, a 4-2-2-2 when you attack, with the added bonus of having your left mid, your get out of jail free card, and your RM. They've messed around with AI defending, so they don't often pick up the inside forward players. So bear that in mind. So this is 100% working. I've used it in qualifications. I've used it in elite rivals. I've used it for the last 24 hours, and this formation is back. And this formation is better than ever with all the adjustments they've made as well. So there's your code. I will zoom in on the code so you can get a better look at it. Yeah, and let me know what you think. Obviously, I've got some packs saved, so I'm going to go and do some pack opening now for Team of the Year fingers crossed we get somebody good. If I do, obviously I'll do a quick video over the weekend of it. If not, I will see everybody Monday as usual, 7 p.m. So everybody take care and look after themselves.